With Hammond Robotics, you've seen the latest advances.
Hello and welcome to Titanfall Weekly, our weekly show on everything there is to know about Titanfall. I'm Lorenzo
And I'm Zach Betka.
And there's been a crap ton of leaked footage from the alpha that was going on this weekend. So it seems that Respawn was doing an alpha test, and there's probably an NDA that went along with that, and they said, you know, don't release any of this footage, and people just said, we don't give a crap. So,
yeah, long story short, a ton of people are banned from beta testing for the rest of their lives, and we have a ton of footage.
Yeah, so
which is awesome.
We've been scanning through a lot of it, and there's been a few little details that we've been able to pull out of the leaked footage.
Probably the biggest thing is that we finally got to see the AI in action.
Yeah, totally. So there's different types of AI. There's the grunts, there's specters, and then there's Marvins. We got to see a lot of the grunts.
Yeah.
A little bit of the specters too.
And not so much of the Marvins, but the grunts are just kind of like the regular foot soldier, going around capturing points, literally cannon fodder.
Yeah, totally.
Just mow them down.
And the specters, they seem to come by like towards the middle of the match. Like when everybody starts getting their Titans, the specters start coming out. They sit up on the rooftops, start sniping at people, and they're the robotic kind of minion guys.
Yeah.
And then there's also Marvins, which you didn't really get to see very much. But the robotic AI, you could actually get a hacking knife, stick it into the back of their head, and hack those units. So I'm assuming that doing that, it'll transfer them to your side, and you'll get more minions on your side.
Or something.
But the minions are kind of like an interesting
yeah, like the fact
feature.
that they're called minions, I think says a lot about them. So like if you ever played League of Legends or Dota, those little like cannon fodder things are also called minions.
Yeah.
And so like we saw a piece of bonus or alpha footage where a guy went into this building and it was teeming with grunts, like 8 of them, and the guy just like mows them down, throws a grenade, and lights up 6 at a time.
Yeah.
Just like no problem.
So it doesn't seem like the minions are kind of replacement bots for players. So they're kind of just cannon fodder. They sit on the side, they hold lines, they try to capture objectives, kind of keep the match flowing.
Yeah, because there are less people in the match, I guess the creators of Titanfall wanted to just not like encourage camping or turtling.
Yeah.
And so while the minions exist not to kill players, they will push hardpoint and capture turrets and everything if you're not careful.
Right.
So I guess that's their use.
Yeah, so the AI was a little something different than what you'd see from like Call of Duty or Battlefield. Another interesting aspect about the AI is that the players kind of last a little bit longer than the average Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seemed like the players, they would last for like 3 to 4 minutes, maybe up to 10 minutes, just running around in their Titan, which is much more difficult to destroy.
Yeah.
So they're kind of armored up and stuff, but when they're just pilots running around, there's a lot of AI for them to shoot, which aren't, you know, threatening. And then you get, while you're running around, you get all these like epic movie moments where, you know, players are jumping onto your Titan and you have to eject, and there's
both of you get
2 of them flying into the air and they're shooting at each other and stuff. So there's all these crazy moments that you wouldn't really see in a Call of Duty where you're just, you know, twitching, shooting somebody and saying, yeah, I killed someone, and moving on.
There's a lot of ways for the pilot to remain alive in Titanfall too. Invisibility was used all the time. Yeah. Really crucial to getting around Titans and everything. The jump packs and jet sets were also really nice. So yeah, you won't die as much, because if you die, that's 1/6 of your team just eradicated. So they want to keep you alive as long as possible.
So those are our impressions of the leaked footage that we saw so far. Last week we had a question of the week, which was, would you rather fight for the M-Core, the militia side, or the IMC? And we had some pretty good answers.
Yeah, so Amazing Halo Forges says, I'm in the alpha, and well, first off, it's super, 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 super awesome. But besides that, I personally think the IMC looks way cooler, but I can tell they're kind of supposed to be the bad guys. Sorta. So yeah.
All right. Ryan Rene says, I would go with the IMC Shiny Robots.
And then Daniel Gilfillan said, well, if I were a real pirate, I would just kill a militia member, take his Titan, and then use his disguise to infiltrate the IMC just to betray them. So Daniel's already thinking ahead of the curve. So watch out for him.
Awesome.
So this week, our question of the week is, did you see or play any of the alpha, and what did you think of it? Things that you liked, things that you didn't like, things that surprised you? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll read out the best answers next week.
Yeah, and be sure to like, subscribe, and do all those awesome YouTube things you could do below, and we'll see you next week.